Okay, so this is my Debian Linux setup. I just recently went with an upgrade to Debian and KDE Neon. I also decided instead of using the GNU GRUB bootloader, I would use the rEFInd bootloader. However, I chose to do that after I installed Debian, and as a result, I was getting stuck in sort of they call a Linux bootloader coup, where you have two bootloaders fighting over each other. I'm going to restart, and unfortunately, I don't have a direct example of what it looked like before on this video, but I'll show it again in a later video. And then I'll show how I fixed it, because apparently a lot of people have this problem, and no one ever posted a solution. But I'm going to post that solution after I have this example rendered into like a YouTube file. So if I shut down the computer right here, and then I tell it to go ahead and shut down completely, get the shutdown screen, everything shuts down, and then I'll go ahead and reboot, and I'll go through the BIOS display, and shortly after that it'll boot right into rEFInd, which is the bootloader. So here's a very plain bootloader. I think it's gorgeous. It was by I think his name is Jeffrey Librowski, who's a Mac user, so he tried to emulate the actual Mac OS X booting. So you've got, I've got to remove this one. This is a separate bootloader configuration file in order to restart the computer, but for now I'm not too worried. My main concern was that I could get a default to going straight to Debian or to KDE Neon, either one, because I have kids who I want to use the computer, and I didn't want it to go into GRUB, and then for them to accidentally mess things up on the computer. So I'm going to have a couple different configurations of Linux on there, and in addition to that, I will have KDE Neon as the primary user interface for everyone, because it's just straightforward and simple and kind of beautiful. So with just the arrow keys, I can select this minimalistic display, and previously if I clicked on Debian, which I'm going to do now, it was going directly into GNU GRUB. So this instead is without bootloader into GRUB, and it goes straight into Debian. Just like that. That's it.